there is some uppercase fuckery going on that has me heated. Absolutely heated. Oh, wait till the end. Wait till the end of this smorgasbord of shithead to figure out, oh, what happens? What happens to the shitheads, AC? What happens to the big dumb assholes that need to be held accountable? What do you fucking think is gonna happen to them? Just wait. Just wait. You'll fucking die. I literally got notes. I had to take notes. I had to take so many notes. You ever wonder why one of the main complaints of soldiers, airmen, seamen, marines, etc. is their living quarters? Whether it be the barracks or on-base housing, there's fucking black mold. Pipes are burst. There's no cleaning equipment. There's been windows boarded up in buildings for years that have never been fixed. And you're like looking around. Who's in charge of this shit? Who's supposed to be fixing these things? Well, let me tell you, one of the companies that's supposed to be fixing these things is Balfour Beatty Communities LLC. BBC. Don't Google BBC on its own. Although I'm sure you'll get a good idea of what that company does to soldiers and everybody in the military if you do. Now, Balfour Beatty has contracts with 21 Air Force bases, 16 Army installations, and, 18 Navy? Now let's break down what Balfour Beatty actually does, okay? How things are supposed to go with on-base housing using the BBC Balfour Beatty. Balfour Beatty. You go home to your on-base housing and you see that, oh gosh, the sink in the kitchen is leaking and it's dripping water and you don't have any freaking tools to fix it, so you grab a bucket and you put it underneath the thing and you call beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 Balfour Beatty, and you get a work order done for your home on that specific post. Well, Balfour Beatty, tick-tack, tick-a-tick-tack, tick-tick-tick, goes on their computer system and types in your name, the home number, what needs fixed, and the priority of what it is, whether it be super dangerous or routine. They got like 24 hours to fix. Your shit's routine. So they come over within 24 hours to routinely fix that leaky faucet. They do so. They're done. They call up their boss on post and say, hey, you can close out that work order, close out that ticket. I finished the job. Oh, that Balfour Beatty person is super happy and types up, A+, good job. We fixed it in like a couple of hours, way faster than a 24-hour period that we need. And life goes on. Now, when the Balfour Beatty contractors finish all of their jobs and do such a great job of doing it quickly and efficiently, they get bonuses. Quarterly bonuses from the federal government for doing such a bang-up good job, going above and beyond. So that's what's supposed to happen. Do you think we'd be here if that's what actually happened? No. Because that's not what actually happened. What the BBC would do is someone would ring up and say, hey, I'm on this post, I have this issue, can you come fix it? And they would go, well, thank you, sir, and write down in a brand new book that has nothing to do with the digital thing they're supposed to be putting in for that work ticket. And then they would call up their buddies and say, hey, Clam, do you think you can rush on down to house number so-and-so on Give a Fuck It Street and fix this person's leaky faucet? And Clem would go, oh shit, I don't think I got nothing but 3 days worth of work. I can't make it there in 24 hours. And Miriam's over here going like, well, fuck it, that Air Force guy will never know. And then you wait. And then 3 days later, fucking Cleet, this, whatever the fuck name I just gave him, goes to your house, fixes your shit, or doesn't. And then calls up Miriam. Hi there, Miriam, I fixed it. It's been 3 days since they started the order, but I fixed it. And Miriam says, oh gee, Cletus, whatever the fuck I called you earlier, awesome. Marks it down in the little side book. It says, oh shit, that's been 3 days. We won't make the criteria to get our extra pay bump. 3 days is bigger than 24 hours. Oh my gosh, it's triple the time that we're supposed to fix that in. So what does she do? She goes in the computer and starts the work order the day that he's driving to it instead of the day of the complaint, and then closes it the moment that he finishes so that it looks like Clam, Cletus, whatever the fuck, got the call, went to the home, fixed it all up, and then got the fuck out. Now this happened for so many different things besides leaky faucets, and so many things got fucking ignored. But you want to know how much money they made? Well, a Reuters journalist discovered from 2013 to 2019, 6 years, they stole, by cooking the books, over $20 million from the federal government in bonuses. Not just doing their job, ah shit, we're late, that sucks. No. Cooking the books, saying they did things when they didn't, saying they did things faster than what they actually did, and getting an additional $20 million. Just that one company. Wouldn't you know that 2 other companies are starting to get investigated for the same fucking thing now that this blew up? It's almost like lower enlisted. Maybe make valid complaints about the areas they live in. Oh, but if you think I'm done there, you are sorely mistaken. We're gonna pick on the Air Force for a bit, because that's where this investigative journalist went fucking deep into the asshole of this shitty company and the idiots in the Air Force that allowed this shit to happen. I can only assume how fucked the Army got, because I've been in it for fucking 17 years, and the amount of ignorance going on in some of the places about ignoring soldiers' needs would baffle your mind. I'm getting very red. Well, how did this whole investigation begin? Well, there was a nice lady named Miriam. We're gonna kick it with Miriam today. Miriam was told to create a separate set of books, right? The little book that said what actually happened, but then input the false uber good job that they didn't actually do. And after a while, she got upset. Her conscience got the better of her. Good for you, integrity! Hell yeah, Miriam! And so she told somebody. She told Reuters, who started doing investigative journalism and saying, oh my God, this is really fucked up. These guys are getting millions and millions of dollars, not fixing anything, screwing over the taxpayer and the military members that live on this post. Well, Miriam got canned. And when the investigation started, the head of the company was brought in front of Congress. Ooh, look at this fat, sweaty fuck. Well, wouldn't you know that he testified in front of Congress, stating that this was just a one-off event. This is just one person on one base just doing a no-no thing, and this does not go all the way to the top. Well, excuse me, sir. Can I call bullshit? Because the 21 plus 18, that's 39 plus 16, that's 50 fucking 5 military posts all noticed that you were cooking the fucking books. And just this one lady from this one air post, she's the one that's in charge of this whole fucking rigmarole. Get fucked. Isn't there some sort of like thing for lying to Congress? Isn't it like illegal? Isn't it somewhat like a law or something that has to do with like jail time or fines or some shit if you lie intentionally to Congress? Because I'm pretty sure this fat fuck did that. But hey, nothing happened to him. No, just like Miriam and like 2 other people got canned. Oh, but it doesn't end there. I need to look at my notes because of all the bullshit I'm gonna have to spew. Specifically, the airmen on Tinker Air Force Base. God knows where the fuck that is. A bunch of airmen were like, hey, our shit's not getting fixed. Well, that's just rude. Let's call up the post official in charge of housing and see if he can't fix this rigmarole. So what do all these airmen do? Well, they call the base official in charge of housing and make complaints. Hey, listen, this thing didn't get fixed. This didn't get fixed. This thing didn't get fixed half as fast as they said it did. So what's the deal? And this is where it gets good. These officials would then go, oh my gosh, look at all these complaints. We gotta send this up to the Air Force Civil Engineering Center. AFCEC, because you know what the Air Force Civil Engineering Center does? Their job is to look at all these housing companies and make sure that they're being honest and not cooking the books and doing what they're supposed to. Oh, well, wait a second. If this began in 2013, all the shit that they could prove, and was still going on to 2019, what the fuck were they doing for 6 years? Well, I'll tell you, nothing! In fact, they were doing worse than nothing. They were telling all these fucking Air Force officials on specifically Tinker Air Force Base, hey, listen, fuck off. I don't think there's anything wrong here, even though it's our job to make sure these complaints that you're giving us are legitimate and we checked the business. No. They didn't do their job at fucking all for 6 years and set all these fucking complaints back down to the officials in charge of the air bases. In fact, 18 times. 18 fucking times did Tinker Air Force Base, just this one base, complain that the fucking BBC were falsifying logs. And you know what? You know what AFCAT did? They said, hey fellas, here's a dick you can suck. Just go ahead and blow it for a little while and have all those bitches that are complaining about their fucking black mold and homes being broken suck on that dick too. And all these Air Force officials just decided to go, oh, a dick? Delicious. Oh, but we're not done yet because, of course, it's got to rise all the way to the tippity fucking top, doesn't it? 2, count them, 1, 2, Air Force Secretary for Installations from 2013 to 2019, going over 2 administrations, said, oh my God, there are no issues here. We're absolutely certain that nobody's falsifying any fucking documents or some shit like that. Like, where did you, what? What are you talking about? March of 2019. March of 2019. The Secretary of the Air Force Secretary of Installations said, no, there's no issues. And then in June, March, April, May, 4 months later says, oh, holy shit, yeah, these guys are doing bad stuff now. Oh God, why is my heart palpitating? How have I not been able to see 6 fucking years of fraud and, ignore every single military member's bitch and complaint going up about their living quarters? Oh, it's easy. Just fuck us. Just fuck us. But here is the piece de resistance, okay? You ready for this? Now, I don't know how much the fucking BBC made, Balfour Beatty, but I do know that they lost in court just recently and had to pay $62 million for damages and fees and fines and shit back to the government for fucking it all up. But you would think that shitty-ass company that's been lying, stealing for a minimum provable 6 years from you would get the fucking can, wouldn't ya? Oh, but no. Oh, but no. They're in 3 years probation. 3 years. 3 years probation. 3 years they're still fixing shit on military posts for a minimum, for the next 3 years minimum, and they're on probation. Oh, they're on probation. Oh, I mean, it only took umpteen fucking complaints and for all of them to be goddamn ignored by everybody in the chain of fucking command. Only for some wonderful Miriam to give a fucking expose to Reuters that only took that. It took one person to go to a fucking news station and say, here's the shit. Don't you think that's bad? And it took the news station 6 fucking months to figure out that, holy shit, it's worse than we expected. 6 fucking years? What is the point of a chain of command? How are heads not rolling for this shit? Fucking leadership? I'm supposed to look up to these motherfuckers and you can't even fix goddamn housing when you got a million goddamn complaints? Oh, I'm fucking hot. Every level of those airmen, and I can only assume a whole bunch of fucking Army and Navy personnel fucking failed. They're fucking soldiers, airmen, sailors, fucking everything. It's a fucking trope. It's a fucking trope, a stereotype in every fucking branch that the only way that you can get black mold out of your fucking barracks is to take photos of it and send it to your congressman. Six fucking years. 6 years of complaints. And your fucking lower enlisted telling you what the fuck is up. And everybody said fuck off. God, I'm fucking hot. That's all I gotta say. Buy some Euro Optic. They sponsored the video because they knew I was gonna get sweaty as shit. And then the amount of F-bombs I was gonna throw out was gonna leave this fucking video demonetized. You wanna buy some optics in fucking real time and know that they're in stock? Well, Euro Optics is gonna tell you, hey, that's in stock, and there's no bullshit. If it's in stock, it's in stock. Get an optic. You can see the fucking asbestos raining down from the ceiling in your barracks that your command will never fix. Or maybe you want something bought from Euro Optics in like 1 or 2 days so you can get red shipping. And unlike the fucking BBC, it'll actually come to you in 1 or 2 days instead of a goddamn week and a half, and then write you a nice little letter stating, No, it came in 1 or 2 days, even though you said it didn't. Go ahead, try and fucking make a complaint. Go fuck yourself. Nope, no, they won't do that because they're a good goddamn company. They have the stuff in stock, they ship it to you fast, and you're gonna get what you fucking ordered. I couldn't, you know, I wanted Angry Joe to fucking be here for this shit, but I knew if I said the wrong fucking thing, I'd have some fucking crony on my ass saying, well, you might represent the military, well, what the fuck ever? What if I am? What if I am representing the fucking military and the tens of thousands of troops that you fucked over with your negligence and saying, fuck you, oh, I'm hot, oh, I'm so hot.